What's up everyone, Tommy with Studio Sense here. Welcome to a brand new day, new video. When it comes to men's fragrance, it always seems like it's feast or famine. Either we have a ton of new releases coming down the pike, or it's just, crickets, a long time in between releases. That's the primary focus of today's video, are new releases that are up and coming. We've got that and more coming your way, so stay tuned. Welcome back everyone to the first edition, really the first quarter of the What's New in Fragrance 2023 edition. I've got some really cool new releases to talk about. In fact, let's talk about a couple new releases that Hugo Boss has. The first one that was announced was Hugo Jeans, a new casual fragrance for men in the military OD canister style. Now, if you're a collector like I am, I really like the military OD canister style. It's this style right here. This is the Hugo Man Reflective Edition, and that's exactly what Hugo Jeans is going to be all about. Although color pattern is going to represent the fashion style of the jeans. The bottle comes in a dark navy flask that the line is known for, imprinted with the iconic red Hugo that is a trademark of their jeans, and is a matte texture with a silver screw-off cap that of course is affixed to the bottle by a blue cloth strap. It's going to be available in 125 ml and 75 ml. The price is approximately 106 and 82 euros respectively. So again, not available yet in the United States, but hopefully we'll see that relatively soon. What are the fragrant notes in Hugo Jeans? Grapefruit, peppermint, juniper berries, lime, and the trio of sandalwood, vetiver, and cedar in the base. So it's going to be hopefully a pretty stout fragrance. Hugo Boss is one of those designers that's hit or miss. Let's hope Hugo Jeans is a casual hit. There's another up-and-coming new release by Hugo Boss, and I'm even more excited about this one because this is one of my favorite lines of all time, and they just happened to hit it out of the park with this The Scent line. Even on the heels of the scent Le Parfum, which is a wonderful version of that Menenka fruit, the new scent fragrance is called Boss the Scent Magnetic, which has a really cool ring to it, and it's all about that Menenka fruit. Menenka fruit was threaded throughout the scent DNA, but in the scent Magnetic, it's going to be at the forefront of the overall aroma or profile. You've got a top of Menenka fruit, you've got Bran Absolute in the heart, with a base of leather, amber, and black vanilla. Another very dark, seductive fragrance from the scent line of fragrances, which all of them are really, really good, one degree or another. The scent Le Parfum so far is my favorite. Of course, the scent Absolute, the scent Private Accord. Let's hope this is more in line with those derivations of the scent DNA, because those are the most popular and really well done. So looking forward to Boss the Scent Magnetic. The bottle is going to be a dark black cylinder with gold accents similar to the scent Le Parfum. A little bit darker, more of a matte look to it, which I really like. It looks a bit more rich and refined. And of course it will come in the typical 100 ml as well as the 50 ml size. Boss the Scent Magnetic. There's a new fragrance coming from the design house Benetton. Benetton is one of those kind of low-key houses that they're not talked about a ton, but they do release some really good fragrances. Their new release is called We Are Tribe. Created for nonconformists, people who fight for their dream, people who think outside the box, and their actions portray a different mindset. We Are Tribe is just for you, if that describes anything about your style. We Are Tribe is going to be an aquatic fragrance with salted grapefruit, pink pepper, and kumquat in the open, a heart of lavender and basil, and a base of vetiver and amber, primarily. The name Benetton is stamped on the back in yellow to provide a really cool contrast between the blue and yellow. So if you're a nonconformist and you want to stand out from the crowd yet be part of a community that also kind of thinks outside the box like that, and you want your fragrance to do so, We Are Tribe by Benetton is something that you might want to look forward to. If you're a fan of Paco Rabanne, and in particular Invictus, and in particular Invictus Victory, you will be very happy to know that Invictus Victory Elixir has been announced, the new Invictus flanker by Paco Rabanne. This is meant to be the pinnacle of Invictus intensity, and guys, let me just tell you, this bottle is beautiful. I really like, if it's anything like the representation that we're seeing here, I can't wait for this release. It's going to look great on the shelf. Of course, this fragrance is for winners because it's the Invictus Victory Cup. The bottle itself is a very intense blue and black lacquered bottle. The imposing central golden V for Victory is what stands out the most. It's classified as an ambery woody fragrance featuring notes of amber, frankincense, tonka beans, and vanilla. So similar to the OG Victory, it's going to be a darker version of that, a cool weather fragrance that you can look to last longer and longer. It looks like Elixir is the kind of new black, right? Elixir is the new black when it comes to men's fragrance. 1 million Elixir, you've got Sauvage Elixir, and now we've got Invictus Victory Elixir. Gotta tell you guys, I have no problem jumping on the Elixir bandwagon, so if you're like me, be on the lookout for Invictus Victory Elixir. Speaking of bad boy, even though we weren't speaking of bad boy, if you are a fan of the very popular line Carolina Herrera's Bad Boy, there is a new Bad Boy Extreme coming down the pike. Now, I want to stop for a quick second. The last release, which was Bad Boy Gold Fantasy, a lot of people were a bit confused by this and may still be confused. If you go to the popular website FragranceX.com and you look up Bad Boy Gold Fantasy, there's this lava note, there's this rose note, among others, and it looks to be a derivation of the Bad Boy DNA. If you look anywhere else, Bad Boy Gold Fantasy is just a limited edition version of the Bad Boy scent. It's the exact same scent, it's just in a very cool gold bottle. So don't purchase it thinking you're getting a brand new Bad Boy fragrance. It's exactly the same as Bad Boy EDT, it's just in a new bottle. Having said that, Bad Boy Extreme is going to be a new dark woody amber fragrance. In terms of the presentation, it looks like they took Bad Boy Gold Fantasy and Bad Boy the original and merged them. There's a gradient from gold to black that changes in the middle of the lightning bolt, and I think it really looks cool, and it's going to be a nod toward the darker nature of the fragrance. The fragrant notes themselves, you've got top notes of clary sage, bergamot, and ginger, heart notes of plum and davana, which sounds familiar, right? Base notes of vetiver, tonka beans, frankincense, patchouli, cocoa, and apopanax. So it's going to be dark, rich, resinous, a wonderful version of the Bad Boy DNA. I, for one, can't wait to try out Bad Boy Extreme, not only for that really cool presentation, that lightning bolt, but also the fragrant aroma that's going to be darker, heavier, and hopefully more long-lasting than any previous Bad Boy iteration. Another new Carolina Herrera release, if you really like the CH Men line, this is going to be the new CH Men fragrance. It's called CH Passion for Men. It's just got one S instead of two. CH Men Passion is said to have the philosophy, the idea behind it is to reject boredom and to celebrate joy and celebrate passion, right? Celebrate enthusiasm, celebrate motivation, energy, drive, any kind of adjective that you want to use. The bottle is really cool. It's kind of like a lighter version of the CH Men. The notes that are going to be in CH Passion are myrrh, Australian sandalwood, frankincense, bourbon vanilla, iris. So we see iris highlighted again. Tonka bean, woody notes, there's Texas cedar, amberwood, pink pepper, and Tunisian neroli. So if you are a fan of CH Men and you're looking for a new kind of optimistic, powerful fragrance to announce that, CH Passion might be the fragrance for you. The creative energy behind Tom Ford fragrances cannot be denied, and there are new releases to add to that list of awesome fragrances. This one is called Tom Ford Electric Cherry. It's going to be one of those tart, sweet, yet definitively cherry fragrances. So if you like thematic cherry fragrances, you're probably really going to like Tom Ford Electric Cherry. It is a unisex fragrance, and it makes use of the notes of Morello cherry, along with exhilarating ginger, opulent jasmine sambac. You've got ambretellite as an alluring musk, and warm, spicy pink peppercorn. It's going to be one of those casual but effervescent, playful kind of fragrances whose primary focus is on that jasmine, sambac, and Morello cherry. So if anything about that sounds good to you, you might want to check out Tom Ford's Electric Cherry. There's another cherry-focused fragrance released in tandem, and that is Tom Ford Cherry Smoke. It as well is a unisex fragrance, and its focus again is cherry, albeit a different kind of side of cherry. More of a dark, smoky, sultry, seductive kind of cherry. This new fragrance opens with the scent of dark cherry flavored Scent Trek, which is enhanced by exotic saffron notes, the white flower of osmanthus, and you've got apricot, olive, and leather, and you've got smoked wood accords as well as a background to all of those other little bit heavier central notes. That's going to be an amazing fragrance. I can't wait to try this one out. Both of these fragrances are considered gourmand. Tom Ford Cherry Smoke is considered a leathery, woody gourmand fragrance. If you like cherry in any form, then you might want to try out Tom Ford's Electric Cherry or Cherry Smoke. Two new unisex fragrances to add to the already massive Tom Ford catalog. If, like me, you've been a fan of Zadig and Voltaire's This Is Him line of fragrances, and yet it's kind of hit or miss with that line in terms of what they're creating, their last fragrance, Vibes of Freedom, it's an okay fragrance, but they've got a new release that's coming called This Is Him Undressed, which is going to be an, I guess, unplugged version of the This Is Him DNA. In their press release, feel the lively and sensual touch of This Is Him with the new peppery, fresh, lively, and daring scent. A luminous exposition of sensuality. You've got top notes of grapefruit essence, you've got pink pepper, and you've got orange blossom absolute in the open. You've got heart notes of ambroxan, that salty skin accord, and musk, with a base of sandalwood, cedar, and moss. Oddly enough, it's in a floral category or designation, so I'm not sure which direction this one is going to take. You might want to try a sample of Undressed before you go all in for a 100ml bottle as a new release with those new release prices. I went all in on Vibes of Freedom and was kind of let down. I don't want to be let down by Undressed, but I'm still looking forward to it. Let's give Undressed a chance. Maybe once the clothes are off, it'll be a pleasant surprise instead of turn off the lights. Well, that's it for this edition of What's New in Fragrance, the first quarter edition of 2023. Thanks so much for stopping by and checking out today's video. As always, thank you so much for your support on my channel. I'm Tommy with Studio Sense, and I'll see you tomorrow.